Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm back again with another pick a card reading. This reading is Does He Love Me? But it can equally be Does She Love Me? So thank you to everyone who has liked my videos and shared them and written lovely comments. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new pick a card reading. So these are general messages, so take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Don't try and make these messages fit your individual situation if they aren't resonating. Always use your own intuition. So I've got 4 sets of cards for this reading. Set of cards number 1 is the perfume bottle necklace. Set of cards number 2 is the 3 chakra stones. Set of cards number 4 is the clear quartz angel. And set of cards number 4 is the cerise bead necklace, which a lot of people think is a bunch of grapes from the picture. So I'll give you a few moments to tune into the energies of each set of cards to see which one resonates with you the most. Okay, so this is set of cards number 1, which is the perfume bottle necklace, and it's the Green Witch Tarot. Does this person love you? So we have the 10 of Cups in reverse, the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. So clarifying, we have the King of Cups, the Empress, the 4 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Witch, which is traditionally the Magician. So this person, what I'm feeling is they definitely love you. You may have already had a relationship with this person, or you may be in a relationship with this person. It starts off with the 10 of Cups in reverse, and it's clarified by the King of Cups. So this person sees you as marriage material, their soulmate, twin flame. They see you as their dream come true. With that 10 of Cups in reverse, I'm getting the sense that maybe some disagreements have happened or some difficulties recently within your connection, or you're trying to get this relationship off the ground, but there's been some obstacles in the way. But there's deep love. King of Cups. They want to be totally there for you. They want to commit to you. They want to be loyal. They want to be your king. They feel so much abundance with you. So this 10 of Cups in reverse, it was just saying, I feel that there's been some difficulties, but overall, you know, they feel really happy with you. What I'm feeling is overall like a peaceful energy, very loving energy. You feel like you can be yourselves with each other. This person feels very satisfied, very fulfilled emotionally with you, and they want this relationship. They may even want children, because there's a child here, and the Empress is being depicted as pregnant. For some of you, perhaps the issues have been to do with conceiving. It's like you want to make your relationship or your family complete with children, but maybe there's been some difficulties in that area. But they feel very happy with you. I feel like this person's longing for your relationship to become very harmonious, very smooth. So yeah, there's this 7 of Wands. So this can imply defensiveness. It can be like one of you or both of you are trying to stand your ground. It could be arguments. Someone may feel as though the other's trying to criticize them or something like that. But in this deck, the Greenwich Tarot, the depiction is very different. She's putting that wand on the wall, and there's all these other wands there. Almost like her accomplishments, her skills. What I'm feeling is this person feels they can build up their life with you. They feel like you work together really well overall. There's a lot of abundance, a lot of what's the word? You're very creative together. You work hard to create that firm foundation. You birth new ideas, you bring them into fruition. This person sees you as this like goddess, the empress, the earth mother. They see you as very nurturing. And yeah, look, I didn't see this one. This one's got children as well. The 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, they want the stable family life. Perhaps it's money issues that have been creating some stress. Some kind of stress has been going on. That overall you both love each other very deeply. You're both working towards, this is what this 7 of Wands is representing to me, like building your relationship to be deeper, stronger. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. In the traditional tarot, sorry, I just switched that off. Sorry about that. In the traditional tarot, the 10 of Pentacles is about this man being a provider for his family. So I feel this person wants to provide emotionally and financially and in all ways possible, because they really respect you is what I'm feeling, and they want to treat you right. They want to treat you as this goddess or princess, how they really see you. They know your worth. They know you deserve the best. But yeah, underneath this, clarifying that 10 of Pentacles is the 4 of Swords. So I feel this man, whatever stress is happening within your relationship or your connection, this person is trying to take a time out to really mull things over. So this may be like them going in their man cave, so to speak, trying to problem solve. They're trying to find solutions to whatever stress is going on within your relationship. So this may come across as them withdrawing and being distracted and all things like that, but they're trying to problem solve. They're doing it for your relationship. It's not that they're losing interest in you or anything like that. It's like they're doing it for the relationship. They're trying to find solutions. So this is the 4 of Wands. This is traditionally the marriage card. There's a balance of give and take. This person may want to marry you or just create harmony within your marriage if you already are married. They want to commit to you. They feel like there's all this abundance and harvest with you. Again, this is like creativity. You inspire each other to be each other's best versions. I feel like you have the same goals and dreams and morals. And that's why this person really feels so connected to you and like you're their soulmate. They know that you're their soulmate. 4s are about stability. Some of you perhaps are engaged, but there's some financial issues and you're wanting to get married, but you don't have the finances just yet. So maybe this person is like trying to work hard at a solution, or they may be working long hours or something like that, and maybe that's creating stress within your connection. But there's positive change. The Wheel of Fortune, it's a 10. So it's the ending of an old cycle and a beginning of a new one. It's pointing to Yule, because it's got the seasons or the celebrations. So Yule, like the pagan names of things. So positive change may be happening around Yule time or Christmas time for some of you. So yeah, this person's trying to problem solve. Wheel of Fortune. It's, if there's money issues, it's saying that finances will come in the winter, or whatever problems or issues are going on, they're going to be resolved. So yeah, Three of Pentacles. Traditionally, this is about the architect that's being recognised for his skills and expertise. So yeah, it could be perhaps this person is made redundant or is searching for a job or a new job, and that's creating a lot of stress in your relationship or something like that. They're very distracted, trying to sort out the problem. But this is a positive thing, you know, the Wheel of Fortune here, positive change. This is saying recognition. This person may get a promotion or something like that. And, you know, this is the positive change that's going to happen, especially as it's clarified by the Witch, which is the Magician. This is, the Magician normally shows the man, and he's mastered the wands, the pentacles, the swords and the cups, you know. A lot of skill, a lot of accomplishment. And it's number one, it's about manifesting, creating his new beginning, power, confidence, really going for it, really making it happen. So yeah, this person definitely loves you, and they're working hard to create harmony, balance, and make your relationship as happy and stable as possible. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you subscribe, please tap the bell icon, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 2, which is the chakra stones. And this is the True Love Tarot. And Spirit is saying that it is true love. Like, you know, I didn't plan for that, but as soon as I read, because it says in tiny writing, as soon as I read what this tarot deck is called, Spirit is saying, well, that's the answer. This person does feel true love for you. So let's look at the cards. We have the Four of Cups, which says re-evaluation. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, or the Nurturer in reverse. Have Justice in reverse, or Truth in reverse. We have the Five of Cups in reverse and Disappointment in reverse. And we have Three of Swords in reverse, or Sorrow in reverse. So clarifying, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, or Perfectionism in reverse. And, you know, my deck, you know, I haven't got the deck upside down. I do specifically shuffle in a way where I place some upright and some in reverse. So 10 of Swords in reverse, or difficulty in reverse. The Moon, fear. The Four of Pentacles, possessiveness. And Judgment, perspective. So I do feel this person does truly love you, but I feel there's been a lot of difficulties within your connection or within your relationship to do with them expressing their truth, because truth's in the reverse, and clarifying that is fear. Like they fear being their true self with you. They fear communicating their feelings is what I'm feeling. So let's start with the first cards. Four of Cups, reevaluation, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, or perfectionism in reverse. So I feel something's definitely happened within your connection. I feel like maybe both of you were trying to put on some kind of front or some kind of mask, trying to be what you thought the other person wanted you to be in the past. You tried to make out you were perfect, or they tried to make out that like they were perfect, or you know, there was a lot of pressure being placed within this connection to be basically more than what either of you felt you were. And by that I mean perhaps one of you or both of you had some self-esteem issues and you're trying to be perfect. You were trying to convince this other person that you are lovable. And I do feel it's on both sides. But with this in reverse, I feel as though there was some injustice with this Justice card in reverse. Like, you know, it says truth in reverse. So I feel like there was some lies or deceptions that have come up to the surface. It could be, generally speaking, these masks. Maybe neither of you fully understood how you were wearing a mask. And Spirit, you know, Spirit has a lot of messages coming through in this reading. They've just got me to notice this picture, this person with this helmet on. It's almost got a mask over the eyes. And this card's all about them feeling trapped, but really they're not. You know, there's this sword here where they can cut themselves loose quite easily, but they can't see that. They're blindfolded. So that's a really significant message. This person felt so scared of being their true self. I feel like this person may be very spiritual, or they're very like innocent is what I'm feeling. But it's like, because they've got these wings here, like angel wings, but they feel all tied up. So I feel this connection is very significant. And look at this, I've just noticed this Justice card, or truth in reverse, is the angel again, but it's in reverse. They felt like they couldn't speak their truth. There may have been certain things going on in their life, maybe that you didn't even know about, where they felt like they had to conceal themselves, or they had to protect themselves, and they felt trapped in that. It could be people around them where they felt like they couldn't live their life in some way, in the way that they wanted to. I feel there is a lot of purity about this person, a lot of innocence deep down. But because of that purity and that innocence, I feel like they're very vulnerable. I feel like this person has a very like childlike nature. And I feel like throughout their life they've had people really take advantage of that and manipulate them and be controlling. And so their way of protecting themselves was to withdraw, wear masks, have walls up. They felt like in order to protect their vulnerability, they had to totally change who they are, maybe to fit in with other people, so people didn't ask questions, or people, you know, didn't use and abuse them. There's this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Ten of Swords in reverse, and it says the nurturer in reverse and difficult in reverse. So I feel like this is you were the nurturer. Maybe you saw the innocence in this person, and you tried to help them free themselves. You tried to help them heal. You tried to help them love themselves more. Perhaps you were, you know, being overly nurturing. Perhaps with this perfectionism in reverse, you were trying to be like this perfect person, giving to them, like looking after them, trying to help them, but perhaps it was a bit too much. And although your intentions were really good, perhaps you were kind of enabling them to just kind of use you as a crutch in their life, or, you know, become codependent upon you. Whereas they were looking to you for comfort rather than freeing themselves. Maybe a part of them deep down felt as though if they stayed stuck, then you'd remain as this nurturer trying to help them, and then you'd always be there for them. But I feel with the nurturer in reverse, many of you may have walked away or withdrawn, nurturing them so much, and Spirit is saying that is a blessing in disguise. Some truth may have come out, because the moon, you know, is also about illusions or things that are hidden coming up to the surface. So some truth was revealed. I feel like it hurt you, or you felt betrayed, because there is the Ten of Swords. Traditionally, this shows a person lying dead on the ground with 10 swords in their back, feeling stabbed in the back. Maybe you felt like things were just so complicated and difficult, and that was the last straw. So you withdraw your nurturing. But that's actually helping this person, because they were using you as a crutch to sort of get by. Maybe there was some kind of fantasy elements going on within your connection, like they were daydreaming about being with you, or just being with you was a form of escapism from their problems, but it meant they were being distracted, or they were distracting themselves by thinking about you all the time, so they didn't have to actually deal with their problems. But now you've removed like the crutch sort of thing by walking away or distancing yourself or something, and it's forcing this person to do the healing work. Because the moon is also about the subconscious coming up to the surface to be revealed. So that's like the shadow side, in order to come into the light of awareness. So, you know, this could also be a mirror, in terms of you may have been like being extremely proactive, like nurturing this person and hoping for the future, you know, hoping they would heal so they could be stronger, so they could be with you. But that was always kind of keeping you stuck, looking to the future all the time and not fully being in the present moment. But there is deep love here. This person really does love you. It may appear like they don't love you if they don't step forward, but honestly, it's their wounds making them feel stuck. You know, they can't be there for you if they can't even be there for themselves. That's why they were drawn to you. You were always there for them. But now it is time for them to be there for themselves and heal themselves. So that's why this time of separation had to occur. So there's the 5 of Cups in reverse. This is disappointment in reverse. So this is traditionally the card where it shows 3 cups are spilt over, and the person's focusing on what's lost. They're focusing on the spilt milk, but they're not realizing there's 2 cups still standing upright behind them, which represents the 2 of Cups card, which is the love, the loving relationship, the reciprocated love between 2 people. So I feel like a lot of disappointment happened when some kind of truth came out. Maybe the truth was literally you realizing that this person couldn't be there for you in the way you were there for them because of their wounds. Maybe you came to an acceptance of that, and you felt disappointed. You had to let them go. You know, were crying over spilt milk. I feel like they were as well. But in reverse, it's like You're realizing the deeper meaning of all of this. You're seeing now with time and space and hindsight that you meant well for this person, but it was kind of holding them back, and it was holding you back as well. So now you're seeing the silver lining to that cloud, you know. It's clarified by possessiveness. So I feel like this person has gone through some disappointment. If you've moved away from them, they may be possessive of you. They may be trying to hold on to you, trying to hold on to the connection. Can also be how you felt. Perhaps you were trying to hold on to them. I know it sounds bad, but perhaps deep down on some level, you didn't want them to fully grow because you were afraid that they wouldn't need you anymore. So maybe that was the element of possessiveness on your side as well. The final two cards are the Three of Swords in reverse, which is, you know, the card that normally shows the heart being pierced by three swords. It's the heartbreak card. It says sorrow. It's in reverse. So, you know, disappointment and sorrow, they're both in reverse. It says that you're coming out of that time. I feel like you've grieved, like, the loss of this connection, or you've grieved losing like the dream or the ideal that you may have wanted to happen with this person. And it's clarified by judgment, perspective. So you're seeing things from a new perspective now, seeing much more clearly. But you both felt this heartbreak, I feel. But I think that's definitely one of the main reasons why this has happened, why the disappointment happened and the heartbreak, is so you could have this judgment, so you could have this realization, seeing things clearly, that there was possessiveness or there was codependency, or, you know, holding on to each other because there was and there is deep love between you, but also holding on to each other in unhealthy ways, you know, needing each other, that codependency, fear of losing each other because of the inner wounds within, wanting the other to be the one to fill in our void, sort of thing. So I feel as though there's still like issues when it comes to this person speaking their truth. They have a lot of fear about being their true self. They're still in this place. But I really do feel there is deep true love beneath all of that. So I really hope this reading has resonated, and if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you subscribe, please tap the bell icon, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much. This is set of cards number 3, which is the Clear Quartz Angel. So does this person love you? So we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Cups in reverse. So clarifying, we have the Emperor in reverse, the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I feel like there's been conflicts within your relationship or within your connection. I feel a lot of you are the 9 of Pentacles. This lady here, you're very independent is what I'm feeling, especially as the Queen of Swords is here as well. This may be you're someone who's not afraid to speak your mind, kind of thing. You really value what you've built up in your life. I feel like you have a lot of confidence. I feel like this person feels intimidated by you. They may be someone who's used to being in control, kind of being the one who wears the trousers in a relationship, with the Emperor in reverse, I feel like they were intimidated by your independence. They may have tried to knock you down a peg or two, kind of thing, just so that they could feel better about themselves. I feel it's a controlling person, but you weren't having any of it, is what I'm feeling. And they weren't expecting that. I feel like this person is used to like women kind of backing down and women like being seduced by his power or something like that, or his confidence or arrogance is what I want to say. You know, this person's pretending to be more confident and successful than what they really are, or what they really feel within themselves. So you came along and you were like strong, secure. They felt intimidated. You know, for some people this could come across as, you know, if it's a person with a totally different personality to what I've been describing as them as, it can come across as this person being overly shy, being overly nervous. They may be trying to take control of the situation by withdrawing and not expressing their emotions to you. So, you know, it depends what type of person you're dealing with. They're either taking control by trying to maybe, mock you, like in a joking kind of way, but secretly they're trying to knock your confidence. You know, it's quite sad when people do that, but, you know, trying to knock your confidence so you chase after them for their approval. But I feel like you're not having any of it. You know your worth, so you're like, who's this idiot? You know, even though you have deep feelings for this person, you know, you're not impressed by them putting on a front or putting on a show. You want and you know you deserve someone who's totally authentic and their true self and who has genuine confidence in themselves, not arrogance. But like I said, for some of you it can be different to that. This person could just be so intimidated, like they've put you on a pedestal, that they feel shy and underconfident, or they don't feel good enough for you, so they just withdraw and they don't express their emotions, even though you can tell that they have deep feelings for you because they're very like nervous in your presence. But this person feels like they're unequal to you. They see your genuine success and, you know, they wish they could kind of be that. They either want to show off and be like, yeah, look at me, I'm really successful, or they just lack confidence and, you know, they feel like they don't have enough to offer you because you've already achieved so much for yourself or something like that. So there's a Queen of Swords in reverse with the Five of Cups, which the Five of Cups is the man. Obviously the Queen's the woman. So Queen of Swords in reverse, I feel like you spoke your truth. Maybe there was some kind of argument or you shot them down somehow. Like you weren't going to have any of it. Like you weren't going to take their games. So you got annoyed with them. You told it as it is. This person was shocked. And they felt this Five of Cups. Five of Cups is about feeling a loss or spilt milk. They felt like they messed up with you. They basically didn't like you seeing them in a bad light or being in the doghouse. Like they felt foolish. I feel like for some of them this was like behind closed doors. They felt really upset. But to your face, they would have been more like this Emperor energy, making out like they didn't care or just arguing back with you. But really, they felt really hurt. Like you struck a chord with them. But you still have feelings for them. They don't fully realise that there's these two cups still standing upright, which represents the Two of Cups card, which is a happy relationship or mutual feelings for each other. So, you know, it could also be, for some of you, you're very independent, maybe to the point where you've been hurt in the past and you're like, I don't need anyone kind of thing. So you have difficulties letting them in. So maybe you've pushed them away in some ways. And to save face, they made out like they didn't care if you were rejecting them or something like that. But then deep down, behind closed doors, they're really upset about it. Yeah, because some of you, as the viewer, may be stuck, like, if you've been really hurt in the past, you're afraid of opening up to this person. Or this could be them, or it could be both. Relationships are often mirrors. I feel like both of you have been hurt in the past. So there may be this fear of being open and vulnerable with each other. You may be really overly independent. This person likes to make out they're in control, but emotionally they're not. Especially as this Eight of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. This is taking a step back, reevaluating, do I invest my time and energy in this person or not? There may need to be a decision. Maybe this person wasn't deciding to commit. Maybe they were there for you in certain ways, but they weren't fully committing. Or they were messing you around or playing games or being wishy-washy, hot and cold. And you were like, I'm not having any of this. Maybe you shut them out. Five of Swords is also about pushing someone away. Clarified by the Page of Swords in reverse. So yeah, one of you, or it could be both. This could be a conflict where you pushed each other away. I feel like this is a scenario where there's a lot of pride going on. Like you have deep feelings for each other, or you're really attracted to each other. But on the surface level, it's like fears are keeping you both stuck and you're pushing each other away, maybe through conflict. Page of Swords in reverse, it could be like deception, lies, or just not speaking the truth of feelings and instead putting on a front, they're either making out that they're above emotions or you are in some way, making out like you don't need them, or they're like, I don't need you. But it's like a pride thing. But deep down there are feelings. I'm not going to say that it's true love necessarily. For some of you it is, but for others I feel it's almost as though you haven't allowed each other, or this person hasn't allowed you, or you haven't allowed them to get close to you, or they haven't let you get close to them enough for the love or the emotions to blossom or deepen. I feel there's definitely chemistry here. You definitely have feelings for each other, but I'm not seeing any cards here that are representing like deep love. But for some of you it will be. You've got to trust your own intuition. So there's the Four of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I feel like neither of you are taking this cup. It's almost like neither of you can fully receive love at this time. It may not appear that way on the surface, but perhaps you've subconsciously attracted someone emotionally unavailable because you can't receive love at this time if you're not in that place of being happy and at peace within yourself and loving yourself. Because this cup's being offered by the divine, or, this could be one of you offering your heart to the other and the other one's not taking it. But there is this Seven of Pentacles, which is about reevaluation. Do I take that cup? Don't I take that cup? Do I risk my heart with this person? Don't I risk my heart? And I feel like it just keeps going in circles. I feel like maybe one of you has tried to put your guard down and offer the cup, but then the other person's not playing along. You know, the other person's not reciprocating, letting their walls down. And so the cycle continues, and then you think, well, why should I be vulnerable if they're not going to reciprocate that? So I hope this resonates, and if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you subscribe, please tap the bell icon, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 4, which is the Cerise glass bead necklace that looks like the bunch of grapes, some people have said. And this is the Incidental Tarot. Does this person love you? So we have the Fool in reverse, the 3 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the Messenger in reverse, and the 5 of Cups in reverse. So clarifying, we have the Ace of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the Moon in reverse, the Labyrinth, and the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so what I'm feeling is this person does love you, because there's this Ace of Cups here. But I feel like this person is acting a little bit foolish with the Fool in reverse. Like, they're afraid to take a leap of faith. They're afraid to open their heart. They're afraid to express their emotions. The Fool is like a childlike kind of character. So maybe this person's a little bit naive. I do feel there's innocence within this person, but there may well be some kind of third-party situation as well, because there's a 3 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Swords. So a third-party situation, it can be that they're involved with another partner. It could be that you're involved with another partner, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It may be that they're just choosing something else. They're choosing an obstacle over expressing their love. So it could be a lifestyle. They could be going out drinking or something like that with the 3 of Cups in reverse. You know, they may fear like a true commitment. They may not be ready for a commitment. They may want to live like a bachelor life or have good times. For some people, it could be that they're not ready to settle with one partner or something like that. But whatever this third-party situation, it's created a lot of heartbreak. 3 of Swords, it's really hurt you. But also I feel the reason they're not ready is because they're holding this energy within them of heartbreak. And what I find interesting about the 3 of Swords is that the sword is about our perception, our mind, our perspective. And so it's like our thoughts. So it's like this. In the traditional tarot, the swords are piercing the heart. So it's like the thoughts, like the negative thoughts, the swords, the things that hurt us is coming from this person's own mind, like a lack of self-esteem, like, or self-blame, or blaming themselves for feeling rejected in the past or something like that, or all things like that, This is what I'm picking up their energy is. Low self-esteem. Seeing themselves in a negative light. Feeling like they're weak, some of them. Like they feel like they should be like more confident and take a leap of faith and go for what they want. But then they're stalling themselves. They're always overthinking. They're thinking worst case scenarios. And it is because of childhood wounding and wounds from past relationships. I feel some of them, if they are like playing the field or something, they may be seeking this like shallow kind of validation from the opposite sex, or from romantic situations or sexual situations. For others, it's like they're just choosing their fears, and that's that third party situation. That's that that block. They're choosing the block. Like there's you, there's them, and then there's what's ever blocking them. They're choosing to still encompass that block, the fear. Or they just don't know how to heal that and release that and have confidence. So the Ten of Wands is heavy burdens, clarified by the moon in reverse. So yeah, fears. Their fears, they weren't willing, or they're not willing to go down that path of the unknown. They're not willing to take the leap of faith. They're not willing to face their fears, or like I said, they don't know how to. You may have tried to support this person and be like, look, I'll be there to hold your hand whilst you walk down that path, but they may have just, stayed still, kind of holding your hand and looking to you, but then not looking inwards and doing the healing work. But it became a heavy burden on your connection, is what I'm feeling, or your relationship. Maybe you felt like you were holding a lot of the weight of this connection, or putting in more of the effort, or maybe you were waiting for this person and it became a burden to stagnate so much. There's the Messenger in reverse, clarified by the Labyrinth. So this person definitely fears communicating like authentically or openly or clearly. I feel like they are like communicating to you, but it's maybe in foolish ways, or in ways where they're trying to stay safe. They're not fully taking the leap of faith and expressing themselves really clearly. So you may be getting mixed messages. You may be feeling confused and being like, well, what do they mean by this? What do they mean by that? It's like a labyrinth. Like, it's so confusing. The way they communicate to you just creates confusion. You don't know which direction you're going in. You don't know. It's like a puzzle. You're trying to work out what they're trying to tell you, what they're trying to show you. But I feel like they are trying to express themselves, and this arrow, I don't know, it's making me think of like Cupid's arrow with a love note on it, or something. So they may be communicating to you indirectly, or maybe they're doing it from a safe place. Maybe they're communicating to you through like social media or email or something like that, but then when it comes to face, they're not being open and honest, or they're totally different face to face, like they're too intimidated or afraid to express the truth or something. So it's just so complicated, and you're like, why can't they just aim that arrow at the center of the target? Why can't they just be clear? There's the Five of Cups in reverse. It's really interesting, because set of cards number 2 and 3 also had the Five of Cups, and I think they were both in reverse as well. This is the card about disappointment. So yeah, there's these roses, and 2 of them are like dying. They're like wilting. It's like disappointment. I feel like this person is trying to give you like this love, like these bunch of roses. They're trying to, but I don't know. It could be that they're so slow at being this messenger, but that by the time the roses arrive at your door, half of them have already wilted. And by that I mean it's like your passion for them has kind of wilted. Because you're like, why can't you just be honest and just, aim for that target, like I said, and shoot right at it? Why do you have to, like, make it so complicated? Why do you have to, like, send encrypted messages or something like that? So you're a bit like, this person's acting like a fool. You may like see them as immature because of it. And then there's the Two of Swords in reverse. This is the need to make a decision. This is a need to make action, take action. In reverse, again, it's like this fear of moving forward, this fear of being assertive. It's left you in a state of confusion. Do I hold on to this person? Do I move on? Do they love me? Don't they love me? I feel like they do. I feel like they do love you, but it's like, I don't know what it is about them, but they just really, really, really fear taking a leap of faith. They fear heartbreak. I feel like they even fear looking like a fool, but that fear is actually what's making them look like a fool in your eyes. Because it's like deep down you know how they feel, but they're making it into some sort of labyrinth, some sort of really overly complicated thing. And you're just confused about why that is. But I do see that they do have these feelings. I feel it's just someone who's very insecure or shy or something like that. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much.